Welcome back. This is part 10 of our beginner series where we will be trying our first supported headstand. So this is a slow flow since there's absolutely no rushing when we're taking arm balances, especially when we're upside down. Let's get started today seated. Bottoms of the feet on the floor, knees bent, spine straight position. Roll your shoulder blades up and down your spine. Pull your belly button in nice and tight. Stay here, don't move your spine. Bring your hands underneath your thighs, so underneath the knees. Shins up parallel to the floor for boat pose. Breathe. Feel your core turning on here. These same muscles we're using in boat pose are the muscles we're going to be using in our headstand today, so I want to turn them on nice and early. If you can balance here, you can float your arms off your legs, palms face up. Nice deep breaths. And release. Feet back to the floor. Go ahead, cross at your shins. Roll forward on your knees. Tabletop pose. Coming into some cat and cow. So our normal warm up. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, press into the palms, pull belly button in, round. Move through cat and cow at your own pace, linking one breath per movement. Really taking your time here to set your intention for class today, so what you want to get out of it. You will know if you have neck issues that headstand is not for you. And I'll make a recommendation for what you can do instead. On your next inhale, we'll meet in a neutral tabletop pose. Hands can walk a little bit forward, toes tucked under, hips lift up and back, down dog. Pedal it out. Your hamstrings might be tight here. So bend one knee, then the other. We'll take this into a side body stretch. So meet in your down dog, both heels on the ground if you can. Come up on your toes and drop both of your heels over to the right. Left hand's gonna walk a little bit forward. Look underneath your left armpit. Stretch into your side body. Breathe into it. Release, come back to down dog. Changing sides, up on the toes, heels drop over towards the left. Walk your right hand a little further up and look under your right armpit. Side body stretch. Coming back to center. Find your down dog, ground here. On your next inhale, walk towards the back of your mat, one handprint at a time. For a ragdoll fold, feet stay where they are, so about hips width distance wide. Bend into the knees and rest your belly on your thighs. You can let the head be heavy. Either keeping your hands on the ground or bring them behind your lower back, interlace your fingers. Stretch your arms up and over for a shoulder stretch. So you should feel a hip stretch here. Definitely a deep shoulder stretch if you're taking the arms up overhead. Hands come back to the mat and walk yourself back out into down dog. Nice and slow. Beginning into our sun salutations here. Gaze forward, right foot steps in between the palms. Low lunge. Left foot meets it. Fold. Reverse your swan dive. Flat back, palms touch above head. Gaze up. Exhale, dive forward, flat back position, nice and slow. Hands plant. Our right foot's going to step back. Left foot meets it, down dog. Inhale, come forward nice and slow through to plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck your toes. Palms a little wide and forward of the shoulders. Press into the hands, cobra pose. Lift the chest up, glutes are strong. Gaze is up. Exhale, release. Coming back through knee plank or high plank. And back to down dog. Look forward, left foot steps through, low lunge. Right foot meets it, fold. Reverse your swan dive, flat back. Palms touch above head. Exhale, dive forward over straight legs, fold. Left foot steps back. Right foot meets it, down dog. Come forward nice and slow through to plank pose. Exhale, lower to your belly. Cobra, palms wide and forward of the shoulders. Lift the chest, gaze is up. Exhale, release. Pushing either through knee plank or high plank. And back to down dog. Look forward, right foot steps in between the hands. This time left knee lowers. Low lunge. Raise up one hand at a time onto your right knee. Hips push forward and down. Arms reach straight up. Lift up out of your waist for your low crescent. Left toes tuck under. Left knee lifts up, high crescent. Breathe. We're going to step our left foot towards the top of our mat and fold. So left foot meets the right, fold. Reverse swan dive, palms touch. Exhale, dive forward, hands plant. Right foot steps back. Left foot meets it, down dog, and taking your full vinyasa this time or modifying where needed. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, left foot steps in between the palms, low lunge, right knee lowers. Come up high and reach your arms straight up for your low crescent lunge. Right toes tuck and right knee lifts off the ground, high crescent. Look forward and right foot's going to meet the left at the top. Fold. Reverse swan dive, palms touch. Dive forward, hands plant. Left foot steps back. Right foot meets it, down dog. And vinyasa, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. This time, right leg rises nice and high. Feel your glutes turn on. Right foot steps through, high crescent. So coming right into it this time. Left knee's off the ground. Arms reach straight up. Look forward and down. Left foot meets the right at the top. Fold. Reverse swan dive, palms touch. Dive forward, hands plant. Right foot steps back. Left foot meets it, down dog. And vinyasa will meet in down dog. Left leg rises nice and high, glutes strong. Left foot steps through, high crescent, right knee off the ground. Arms reach straight up. Gaze forward and down. Right foot meets the left, fold. Reverse swan dive, palms touch. Exhale, dive forward, hands plant. Left foot steps back. Right foot meets it, down dog. And vinyasa. Again, skipping these vinyasas out if they're too much. Listen to your body. And breathe. Right leg rises and steps through warrior one. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Arms reach straight up. Exhale, hands frame right foot. Vinyasa. Meeting in down dog. We'll just do one sun B. Left leg rises and steps through. Warrior one, back foot at a 45-degree angle. Arms reach straight up. Exhale, hands frame left foot. Right to plank and vinyasa. Breathe. Baby step your way up to the top of the mat. Fold. Let it go. Hips sit back. Arms reach straight and forward. Chair pose. Exhale, dive forward. You can step back to your vinyasa, or you can hop back. So if you're hopping back, hands become feet. Feet lift up nice and high, so we're just on our tippy toes. Weights totally in the hands. And hop right back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Taking 5 breaths here, so you can stay in your down dog or take a child's pose before we get into our flowing sequence. So yogi's choice. Reconnect with your breath completely so your breathing returns to normal. We'll meet in down dog when you're ready. Feel free to press pause if you need a little bit longer. So from our down dog, right leg rises nice and high. Right foot steps through warrior two. Back foot parallel with the short edge. Arms at a T. Checking your alignment. 2 heels in one line. Both arms in one line. Reaching in opposite direction. Gaze over your right fingertips. Left hand down, right arm up. Reverse your warrior. Gaze up. Straighten your right leg. Reach towards the front of your mat for triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm up. Gaze up. Pull your right hip back. Both legs are strong. Quad lifts up. Kneecap lifts up. Left arm over the ear. Both hands frame right foot. Low lunge. We're going to straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee. And spring up towards the top of our mat for a fold. Grab your right ankle. Guide your right foot up the side of your left leg for tree pose. Look at something that's not moving. Plant the inside of your right foot either to the left inner thigh or left calf, or keep the right foot on the ground. Can go anywhere except your kneecap. Once you find your balance, hands at heart center. Float your right knee off of your left thigh. So it's in a marcher's lunge right in front. Left hand to right knee. Right arm reaches back. Twist. Pull your belly button in. Hands come back to heart center. Shoot that right leg straight back. Warrior three. Bodies in a T shape. I know your left leg is burning. Mine's burning too. Be with it. Breathe through it. We aren't here much longer. Pull your belly button in. Focus on your alignment. right foot down, crescent pose, arms reach straight up, hands frame left foot, and vinyasa, or hold your down dog, plank, chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog. So this is going to be the most difficult class in our beginner series, so if you made it here, great job. Just follow along to the best of your ability. Left leg rises nice and high. Step it through, warrior two, back foot parallel, arms at a T. Checking your alignment. I still check mine all the time. Gaze over your left fingertips. Sit a bit lower in your left leg if you can. Without moving your left thigh, keep it exactly where it is. Just move the arms. Left arm up, right arm down, reverse. Gaze up. Straighten the left leg. Fingertips reach forward. Triangle pose, left arm down, right arm up. Pull your left hip back. Imagine your back's up against an imaginary wall behind you. And it's perfectly flat, so even your head would be touching that wall. Right arm over the ear. Both hands frame the left foot. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Spring forward for a fold at the top of your mat. Let it go. Weights in the right foot. Grab your left ankle with your left hand. Coming into our tree pose again, so guide that left foot up your right inner thigh. Finding your tree wherever you're at. Foot and thigh push into one another to hold it there. So that's the strength that's going to keep you up and balanced in your tree. So if you're sliding, physically push your foot and your thigh into one another. You might find a little bit more balance. Look at something on the floor. So forward and down. Hands at prayer. Knee floats up. That marcher's lunge position. Right hand to left knee, left arm back, twist, dancing Shiva. Gaze back towards your left fingertips for a challenge. I know it makes me a little wobbly if I do. Hands back to prayer. Warrior three, body comes into a T, so body down, leg up. Hands can stay at heart center. You can take a different arm variation if you'd like. Step back, high crescent. Arms reach straight up. Hands frame right foot. Vinyasa, or come right to down dog. Whatever your body's calling for. We'll meet in down dog either way. All right, we're gonna take that sequence one more time. One breath for one movement. So listen up. Right leg rises nice and high. Step it through. Warrior two. Back foot parallel, arms at a T. Inhale, left arm down, right arm up, reverse. Straighten the right leg. Triangle pose. Left arm up. Left arm over our ear, low lunge. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, spring forward, fold. Tree pose, right knee making the tree. Come on in. Find your balance. Float the foot off of the leg, dancing Shiva, left hand to right knee, right arm back. Hands at prayer, warrior three, body down, leg up. Crescent, back foot down, arms reach up. Exhale, hands frame left foot, and vinyasa. See, it's a little bit easier when we go faster, but you want to make sure you understand the postures before diving in. Left leg rises and steps through. Warrior two, back foot parallel, arms at a T. Reverse, right arm down, left arm up. Triangle, straighten left leg, right arm up. Right arm over ear, low lunge. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, fold. Left knee making our tree pose here. Guide it up your right inner thigh. Balance. Float the left knee off the right thigh. Right arm to left knee, left arm back. Dancing Shiva. Hands to prayer. Warrior 3. Find your balance. Body looks like a capital letter T as in Tom. Back foot down, crescent. Both arms up. Hands frame right foot. And Vinyasa. Nice work. We'll meet in down dog for a few breaths. And then we'll come to our tabletop pose. And onto hands and knees. And then seated Japanese style. So this is your moment to take your first supported headstand. If you have a wall nearby, I highly recommend scooching your mat up towards the wall. I did not get my first headstand, and I did not get many of my first headstand attempts. So it took me a couple years to really master this pose without a wall. So if you do have one, scooch it as close to the wall as possible, and I'll get you set up from there. So our forearms are going to plant, elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Interlace your fingers, a 10-finger interlock grip. Imagine there's an egg inside of your hands. Thumbs are side by side on top of the fingers. Your crown of your head is going to plant inside of the arm, so the head is not on the hands at all. So the crown of your head is if you measured from your ears all the way to the top of your head. Maybe stick your finger there, feel where it is. Go ahead and plant that. If you have neck issues, just hold your dolphin pose here, which is where your both arms are on the floor, and it's basically a forearm down dog. All right, so our head is planted. We got our alignment of our hands and our forearms. We're gonna tuck our toes under, like we're coming into down dog or dolphin, and walk our feet in as much as we can. Walk them in so much it starts to feel like you're gonna kind of fall forward. That's because your back's getting flat. You can just stay here and build up the strength if this is too much. Raise one leg up and don't kick forcefully. Hop nice and slow until you find your balance. One knee can come in and both legs can meet at the top. We'll be here for a few minutes, so if you fall out, get right back in, use your wall, and breathe. When I first started taking headstand, it freaked me out really bad. So being upside down can feel pretty vulnerable. So be with it, noticing what's coming up. If it's too much, come to your child's pose. Breathe through it. So wonderful inversion. Feel the blood come out of your toes. And to reverse, just bring one leg down, then the other meets it. And knees can come down. If you need more time, pause the video. We'll be in child's pose for about 5 breaths here, just winding down. Make a little pillow with your forearms if you'd like. So like I said, absolutely no rushing in headstand. I've rushed it many times and I've just fallen right over the opposite way, and I've hurt my neck that way. So I really want you guys to be careful. Take the time you need. Let's meet in down dog. On your next inhale, find your way to down dog. Look forward, step your right foot through, low lunge, left knee down. We're going to take some healthy hip openers and end class. So have a block nearby if you like. Reach your right hand back for your back foot for your quad stretch. So left hand on the mat. If the floor is too far away, use a block under your left hand. Pull your left heel towards your left glute. Open up your chest. Hips push forward and down. release. Meeting back in down dog. We'll change sides. Left foot steps through, low lunge. Right knee lowers. Quad stretch on the second side. Left hand reaches back for the right foot. Right heel towards right glute. Again, if your right hand is too far away from the mat, put a block underneath your hand. Open up your chest here. Push your hips forward and down. And release. We'll meet back in down dog. This time, pigeon pose, right side. Right knee towards right wrist. Parallel the shin as best as you can. Mine is pretty tucked under. So whatever is good for you. Scoot your left leg back. Make sure your both hips are in one line. You can stay up on the palms. Come down on the forearms. And release. We'll be here for about 5 to 10 breaths. So hold your pigeon. Breathe into your hips. Let this feel good. Put a block under your hip if you need. Put a block under your forehead. Get comfortable in your pigeon pose. Go ahead, come on out of your pigeon. Tuck your left toes under, press into your palms. Bring your right shin in towards your chest. Back to down dog. Left knee towards left wrist, pigeon on the second side. Straighten your right leg out behind you. Square off the hips. Using your props as needed. And just get right to it. Get to your deepest position in your pigeon. And breathe. On your next inhale, come up onto the palms, tuck your back toes under, lift your left shin towards your chest, back to down dog. Last down dog of class, so notice if it's different from the first. Press your chest closer to your thighs, curl your tailbone up more. Look forward, walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Fold. Sit your hips back like we're coming into chair pose. We're going to sit all the way down into seated. You can take your legs into easy pose, so cross at the shin, just simple cross legs, spine nice and straight. Left hand behind the back, right hand to left knee, twist, gaze over your left shoulder. Make sure your left hand isn't close enough to the back, so it's really like a kickstand. So bring it in more close than you think you need to. Physically pull with your right hand to twist your spine more. Look a little bit further. Pull your belly button in. And release, changing sides, and change the cross of your shins just to keep things nice and even. Right hand behind the back, left hand to right knee. Gaze over the right shoulder. Pull your belly button in. Twist. So let me know how your headstand went. That's a tricky pose, but if you use a wall, it is accessible. So definitely recommend using a wall early on just to prevent injury and build some confidence of being upside down. Come back center. Legs out in front of us. We'll take a nice forward fold and come into Shavasana. So arms reach straight up. Get a block in front of your feet if you like it. And fold. So the block in front of the feet just gives us a little bit extra length so we're not selling ourselves short here. If you are bending in the hamstrings, pull your belly button in, bend your elbows down, gaze at your toes. And release. Arms reach straight in front of you. Pull your belly button in again. Core nice and strong, and lower for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shavasana. Arms in close to the body. Feet flop open. Close your eyes. Be as still as you can here. I'd like to thank you so much for practicing with me today. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how you like this class, and nice work on finishing the beginner series. I'm looking forward to practicing with you more. See you soon, yogis. Namaste.